In this video, we're going to talk about SEO-driven articles, blogs, FAQ pages, and how to pick what topics you use for your SEO-driven content. Now, what is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization, or how do you optimize to be found online? Now, if you're interested in keywords and title tags and descriptions and how many characters this should be, then check out the links below. I did a whole series on SEO. But today, I'm going to answer a question from a client at the same time. And that question is, what should I write my articles or blogs about? Now, there's a few ways to go about this. If someone is really creative and they have an expression, like they'd like to express their ideas, they have thoughts, like to share things, then I usually suggest to do a brain dump, which is to write all the ideas that you could have for content and then start from there and do the ones that come to you the easiest or quickest. And this is what this client did, is they brain dumped a whole bunch of topics. And then we're going to talk later in this video for how you can utilize those topics. That's also how I work too, is I like taking when a client asks me a question and recording a video like this, and then I will turn this into a SEO-driven article or blog. So that's one way you can go about it, is to have content that free flows out or naturally comes out that you want to use. The second way you can go about it is using feedback from clients. And that's usually through like an FAQ. And I love utilizing FAQs. And the reason why is if someone's asking you the question, it means that they're probably typing it into Google, which means other people are probably typing it into Google, which means it's going to be high searched. So taking a question the client asks you and then answering that question is a great thing. The other great thing is that it saves you time. And I'm all about optimizing time. So if you have a question that people are asking you over and over and over again, if you can answer that question on your site and then be able to just message it out to them, email it to them, it does a few things. One is that it makes it so you don't have to keep answering the same question over and over and over again, which I'm a big fan of. And honestly, it's one of the reasons I do these videos, because I can just email these out again when someone has the same question. And two is that when someone reads content on your site or they get directed back to your site, so let's say you take a video and you put it in an email newsletter. You take a video and you send it off to someone in an email saying, hey, this is the answer to your question. They go to your website, which is a view of your site, and they spend time on your website reading it, watching it, listening to it, depending if it's written or audio or video. And that raises your on-page time, which also raises your SEO. So having content on the site that really answers the main questions is a great thing to have as well. I've had clients also use their website and content as a way to build a program or to write a book. They will use it as in a more of a blog format where they are free flow into it, and then they're able to take what they have and kind of combine it together. That's another way you can kind of come up with what topics you want, because you're dual using it. You're putting content on the site that we can SEO drive a keyword to that content. You're creating content on your site that tells Google, hey, I am continuously adding content. You're creating stuff that your viewer is interested in. You can send it out to your viewer in your marketing. It helps you create something for the future. You really want to kind of see if that's a bonus and benefit of it, is that you get these multi-uses from that content. Now, if this is strictly only to see your organic search go up, then one thing you might consider is doing a SEO strategy. What this is you hire a company such as like Tri-Leaf Designs to do an SEO strategy for you. And what that is a deep dive into you and your competitors, what keywords you should use, what people are searching for, and all that stuff. Now, you can do a really high level search of this, but to really get good keywords and a list of them and topics that maybe you should write about, you really should go into a deep dive SEO, which is an investment to do, but it's something that you can build on that strategy for the lifetime of your site or until you morph your business at all. Now, when you work off of an SEO strategy or you work off of keywords, and you can pick your keywords too. You can think of what are the words that are related to your business, what keywords are related to your business. If you focus it on that way, then what you do is you write a list of all your possible keywords, and then you try to write blogs that are related to those keywords. Now, there's also a hybrid method, which I really like, because sometimes when you start with keywords, especially people who are creative, what happens is they will go and they'll do the keywords and then they get stuck on how to turn that keyword into a topic. So it kind of also depends on which side of the brain you use the most. What I kind of like is to brain dump my ideas, come up with keywords, and then put them together. You can do this through a Google Sheet or an Excel, where you kind of put your topics and then you just plug in different keywords on the ones that fit. And when you have one that's a really good topic and keyword, start there. That is one of the best ways to pick which content comes first, is ones that are very SEO-driven keywords, so a big keyword you want to hit, or they answer questions for your client. They save you time because you're able to say, hey, that information's on my site, or they're a very searchable content. So something that people will go to Google and search, and not something that they go to search and there's 50 bazillion articles. So specifically, if it's something related to your specific industry, then it works well. So for example, if you're a massage school, you're teaching individuals to own their own massage school, for example, and you do an article on your site that says, what is the difference of an LLC and a C Corp and an S Corp and all that stuff? There is so much online that's related to that it would be great content to have, but it's not really fully going to hit your SEO as much as you changed it to which one should I have? Or here, pick your own, like this, if you have this, and this, do this. And if you have this and this, then pick this. Like something that's very specific to, if you are a massage place, business, this is what you want to have. Unless you're set up this, then you want this. If it's something like that, you just want to try to tweak it a little bit to fit your industry and to fit stuff that your viewers really gonna want and search for. Now with keywords, it doesn't have to just be one word. It can be a string. So it can be, massage and business license. Or how do I set up my business license? How do I, set up my LLC? Or do I have to worry about this? Like those type of questions. The other really good thing to think about is how you organize these on your site. So your SEO content doesn't have to be all in one place. You could have an FAQ section, you can have a resources section, you can have a definition section. So kind of think also about looking at your content as a whole and how you can organize it and have room for it to grow in the future. If you have any other questions I can answer for you, I know that's not black and white, but if you listen to any of my videos, I'm not a black and white person. I really want to find what's going to work for you. If you're creative, come from this way. If you're analytical, come from this way. In the middle, you meet in the middle. Because I want this to work for you. Because if you have something that specifically works for you, then you will do it, you will succeed at it, you make money at it, and that is what we're here to do.